Of course, initially, hogging makes driver feels frustrated, but it's a lifestyle that we have to adapt, and because things are so new, drivers initially who adopt EV from petrol car, they will need more education.
Indeed, education has helped charging operator EV1. These signs tell drivers that electric vehicles don't always need to be fully charged. It also sends users similar reminders on WhatsApp. If someone does stay longer than necessary and another driver wants to use the charger, EV1 will ask to unplug their car. It says that these nudges have helped.
Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of Parts Talk. Thank you for joining me. I appreciate each and every one of you. Now, if stopping to refuel a gas-powered vehicle is irritating, then those who own an EV know that recharging their vehicle is much less convenient. EV chargers are still fewer and farther between than gas stations, and even the fastest level 3 charger can take at least 50 minutes to provide enough juice for 200 miles worth of travel. Now in Singapore, one EV charging company is implementing fines for users who overstay at busy charging locations. While this policy may seem controversial at first glance, there are several arguments in support of it. In this episode, I will dive into some of these arguments, so please stay and hear me out and hit that subscribe button while you're here. My first argument is that enforcing fines for overstaying at busy charging locations can help alleviate congestion and ensure fair access to charging infrastructure. With the rapid growth of electric vehicles on the roads, charging stations are becoming increasingly crowded. And by penalizing users who linger unnecessarily, charging companies can incentivize quicker turnover, allowing more EV owners to charge up and get back on the road. Let's get into this feature, and you can hit that like button and share in the meantime. Let's take a look.
Singapore's largest network of electric vehicle charging will fine users who hog lots from the next quarter. Charge Plus's policy is one of many methods that different providers have turned to make sure drivers vacate lots when their cars are fully charged. Nicholas Ng with the story.
Ko Tia Ming began driving an electric car 5 years ago. Back then, other users would often not leave the lot even after their cars were fully charged. His battery had even nearly gone flat before he could find a charger. These days, the situation has improved.
Of course, initially, hogging makes driver feels frustrated, but it's a lifestyle that we have to adapt, and because things are so new, drivers initially who adopt EV from petrol car, they will need more education.
Indeed, education has helped charging operator EV1. These signs tell drivers that electric vehicles don't always need to be fully charged. It also sends users similar reminders on WhatsApp. If someone does stay longer than necessary and another driver wants to use the charger, EV1 will ask to unplug their car. It says that these nudges have helped.
We are actually very happy to see that we receive less complaints of such instances, and actually it has also helped the drivers to be very careful and mindful when their charging has stopped. So I believe that sending all these messages on a periodic time actually that helps them to remember what is a good charging practice.
Some 30 to 40 cars use this popular charging spot every day. To prevent any jams, cars that stay beyond a full charge may have their wheel clamped. In the coming months, Charge Plus will also selectively start imposing idle fees through its app. Though effective, it says such financial disincentives are not so straightforward to roll out.
There's also a question of who collects the so-called penalty for the driver staying beyond the grace period. And some landlords have wanted to collect that so-called penalty for hogging incidents. So therefore, it will be a case-to-case basis by which we will work with the respective landlords.
Mr. Goh adds that the company will continue rolling out more charging points so that every car that needs a boost will get one.
Now, talking about clamping vehicles, nothing ever changes. So my second argument is implementing fines for overstaying can encourage responsible charging behavior among EV owners. And just like parking meters enforce time limits to prevent parking abuse, charging stations need similar measures to discourage users from monopolizing spots for extended period, and the video explained most of what they intend to do. So by imposing fines, charging companies send a clear message that efficient use of charging infrastructure is essential for the entire EV community, and much like what you see happening here in North America, as a matter of fact, where you see long lines of vehicles waiting to be charged, not enough charging ports, so you're gonna have to limit the time that people spend on these chargers. Lastly, fines for overstaying at busy charging locations can help fund maintenance and expansion of charging infrastructure. Building and maintaining charging stations require significant investment, and revenue generated from fines can be reinvested to improve the charging experience for all users. And this ensures that the charging network continues to grow and evolve to meet the increasing demand for electric vehicles. However, it's essential to acknowledge potential drawbacks to this policy. One argument against fines for overstaying is that it may disproportionately impact certain users, such as those who rely on longer charging sessions due to specific needs or circumstances. Imposing fines without considering individual situations could lead to frustration and resentment among EV owners. Now, to conclude, while fines for overstaying at busy charging locations may have its detractors, there are compelling reasons to support this policy. From reducing congestion and promoting responsible charging behavior to funding infrastructure improvements, the benefits of enforcing time limits at charging stations are clear. Nevertheless, it's crucial for charging companies to approach this policy with sensitivity and fairness to ensure that all EV owners can access charging facilities efficiently. Now, that's a wrap for today's episode. As usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to grab a copy of my ebook, The Parts Manager Guide. Please smash that like button on your way out. It will only take you 1.5 seconds to do so. Until next time.